6 months ago today, February 4th of 2025, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 released onto PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Quickly upon its launch, it became the headline title for Game of the Year contention even though it only released in February. Since its launch though, it's gotten a ton of bug fixes, some new paid DLC expanding the world, and fresh modes to make the game even more realistic, so today on Game Rant, let's look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 6 months later. Before we get into the last 6 months for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, let's break down first what the game is. KCD2 is an open-world historical RPG. You play as Henry as you go through the countryside of Bohemia. The story starts you off with a noble knight delivering a letter when you are taken out by a camp of bandits with all of your equipment stripped from you. You then have to start the arduous process of working back up to becoming a powerful soldier. It's in this process that the game derives its entertainment, both as you take on the story full of political intrigue, big battles, and unique twists and turns, but also as you go through Henry's everyday life, forging swords in the smithy, grinding up herbs and making potions, and trading with passers-by. It's this balance of simplicity and story that makes the world rich with an incredible sense of immersion. All this led the game to rave reviews at launch. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 received a mighty 89 on OpenCritic with 96% of reviewers recommending the game, all of them praising the game's combat, world building, visuals, and even day-to-day activities. Josh Kotz from Game Rant said, "With Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Warhorse Studios delivers one of the first great games of 2025. It is still to this day the 6th highest rated game of the year, and that's especially incredible considering that this is a slow, methodical, historically grounded game. It's not something that on paper appeals to a wide audience, but it's incredible. Quality, intense immersion, and detail-oriented design made many players fall in love with it. That also meant that it sold exceptionally well, with over 1 million copies out in just its first day. And while we don't know exact total sales numbers, we know that the game hit a concurrent player count of over 250,000 players on Steam. An incredible feat, and one that's exceedingly rare in the single-player RPG category. Needless to say, on the review front and on the sales front, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was an absolute success. But Warhorse wasn't entirely satisfied with their offering and got to work on bug fixes and DLC. March 13th brought the first major update to the game with patch 1.2, which did fix bugs and quests, but mainly added modding support and most importantly barber mode, giving Henry a wide variety of medieval cuts to choose from, both with his hair and his facial hair. The next major update after that would come on April 15th when Warhorse added hardcore mode, a mode that was originally present in the first game but had not been added to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 upon launch. Hardcore mode is the biggest free update to come to the game, giving players the ability to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 with almost no aid whatsoever. You won't see your location on the map, nor will you see locations of quests. You can't fast travel, enemies won't surrender to you, and visual clues are gone from combat. This update was not for the faint of heart and brought that gritty realism to the game that most players might choose to steer clear of. Regardless, it got a lot of the hardened fans to re-download the game and give it a go. The final and most major update came after that on the 15th of May, where the developers introduced the paid DLC Brushes with Death alongside a horse racing update that allowed you to race horses. It's in the name. Brushes with Death is a unique quest that players can pay for, unlocking a new monastery location. You help a mysterious artist unravel his past in a series of quests across both maps while unlocking shield painting, which is a new feature letting you customize your shield with up to 100 unique designs. So those were all the major updates to come to the game thus far. But what lies ahead for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is even more exciting, both with the DLC that's coming to the game and the awards the game could receive. Let's start off by talking about that roadmap. This was posted by the team when the game first launched, and we've already gotten through spring and summer, but this coming autumn we can look forward to Legacy of the Forge, and in the winter we can look forward to Mysteria Ecclesia. Obviously, the Legacy of the Forge will deal with blacksmithing stuff, probably giving us some more things to smith, and maybe a few quests to deal with that. As for Mysteria Ecclesia, Ecclesia is a Greek word that means either church or congregation of people, so I would lean towards thinking it's a church-related DLC, which could be pretty fascinating with the lore the game has already set up. As for awards, we're in pure speculation mode at this point, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will absolutely be one of the nominees at this year's Game Awards. But with competition like Clair Obscur Expedition 33 and the recently released Donkey Kong Bonanza, it has its work cut out for it. Clair Obscur specifically seems in the eyes of many to be a runaway for the award, but I think KCD2 is a top 3 candidate as of right now. It will most likely still bring home its fair share of awards though, maybe a Best Action Adventure award or something like that. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see how it does, and no doubt it's worthy of plenty of praise. It's been a great 6 months for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The launch lived up to every fan's hopes and dreams, the updates and DLCs kept fans active, and the future continues to be bright for one of the year's best games, so that was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 6 months later. Thanks for watching.